What's good, guys? I'm back. Back at it again. UFC Noche, 2 title fights on the line. We're going to be breaking down the whole entire card, UFC 306. Starting with the early prelims, ending with the main event. So without further ado, guys, let's get into it. I was watching a bunch of breakdowns on this fight, guys, and it's pretty fun watching how many people think, like watching their takes and stuff. I thought, if you guys know me, guys, I thought that UFC 306 was going to contain Ilia Topuria versus Max Holloway, but it ended up having this card instead, Sugar Sean and Merab Dvalishvili, and then Shevchenko versus Grasso. For the third time, we got to watch these motherfuckers fight. So, let's go. Prelim, I think this is all going to switch up. I don't know. Raul Rosas Jr. opening up the prelims, guys, is insane, guys. Raul Rosas Jr. versus Aoriqileng. 25-11-0 for Aoriqileng. Raul Rosas Jr. is already minus 600, guys. When he fought Ricky Turcios, he got a submission in the second round. He was like a minus 165 after the first round, so I put like $50 on him, and like you win almost even, like 48. So I was like, all right, because a lot of people thought Ricky Turcios was gonna win after the first round, but he ended up showing adversity, and he's only 19 years old, and he ended up winning that fight against Ricky Turcios. His loss against Christian Rodríguez is not bad. Weight bully, nothing wrong with that. Christian Rodríguez has beaten Isaac Dalgurian, beaten a bunch of guys. When we look at this fight, though, Aoriqileng, guys, is another tin can for Raul Rosas Jr., who's a minus 700, guys. Just fucking put him in a parlay. When I look at this fight, guys, I saw Aoriqileng, and I was like, damn, bro, they're really doing this guy dirty. No contest, unintentional groin strike, right? Daniel Marcos. He had to fight that guy. Then Johnny Munoz Jr., he beat him. His loss to Ayman Zahabi. Fair and square, but he's inactive. And they did him dirty by giving him Raul Rosas Jr., but we'll see if this fight goes over 1.5. I think it does go over 1.5, though. What we have to pay attention to is the reach disadvantage from Raul Rosas Jr. Very small reach disadvantage. 67, 68, 69, like 2 inches. The Mongolian Knight, the Mongolian Murderer, I think he's going to get submitted, guys, in the second round. I'm going to just go for submission, guys. Majority of Tapology is going submission, guys. Let's start off the night, UFC Noche, really good. We also have Canelo fighting, too, so I might do a breakdown on that. Raul Rosas Jr., give me Raul Rosas Jr. by submission, second round. All right, Manuel Torres versus Ignacio Bahamondes, guys. Anakin Skywalker had the profile of Ignacio Bahamondes, and that was sick, bro. That profile was actually sick. Manuel Torres, guys, a lot of people really like him. Undefeated, guys, in the UFC as well. From Dana White Contender Series 2 years and 9 months ago, amazing KO. Another finish, and then another finish, guys. 100% finish rate in the UFC for Manuel Torres. Ignacio Bahamondes lost to Ludovic Klein. No shame in that. Ludovic Klein is a beast. Cristo Giagos KO. I love watching Ignacio Bahamondes, but he has been very inactive. Roosevelt Roberts, the wheel kick KO was, we all know which one that one is, guys. That's the craziest KO on his resume, one of them. And that was already 3 years ago. In my opinion, he should have had a lot more fights. He's kind of inactive other than his last fight. He takes a lot of breaks in between, other than his last fight, which is 4 months ago. So I can't really say he was inactive, but in between, he did take a little bit of a break. Manuel Torres, El Loco versus La Julia. This is going to be a fun fight. Mexico versus Chile, 27 years old to 29. Lightweight division, 5'10 to 6'3, 73-inch reach to 75. Manuel Torres is definitely going to try to put on the fucking... He's definitely going to try to put on the pace. He's definitely going to try to put on the pace. He's going to try to put on the pressure. He's going to try to finish a guy like Ignacio Bahamondes. I think Ignacio Bahamondes is more able to win this fight by decision. I think this fight goes the distance. But with a guy with a 100% finish rate inside the UFC, you got to be careful with a guy like Manuel Torres because he is a dog. He's a beast. And he is very, very good inside the UFC, undefeated. Ignacio Bahamondes needed that loss to Ludovic Klein, in my opinion, in order for him to get better because I guess if you really want to talk about it, Ignacio Bahamondes is pretty good. It's just if he's not able to finish you, it's more likely going to decision. I feel like Manuel Torres is more of a finisher. The majority of Tapology is choosing Manuel Torres to win this fight. Bahamondes, if you have him by KO or decision. A lot of people have Torres by submission and KO. I think, guys, I love Ignacio Bahamondes, guys, but I think I'm going to go Manuel Torres, guys, just because I think it's a favorable matchup for him. The only thing is Ignacio Bahamondes has very good leg kicks, teeps to the body, and then kicks over around. Ignacio Bahamondes is the favorite too right now. I don't know, bro. I actually really don't know about this fight, bro. I think I'm going to go Manuel Torres for now, but I might do a pick flip just because Manuel Torres has the finishing upside. But who has the more experience in the UFC? Ignacio Bahamondes. I'm going to go Ignacio Bahamondes, guys. I'm going to go Ignacio Bahamondes to win this fight by 29-28, unanimous decision. It's going to be a really tough fight. Tapology, really, I can't look at Tapology because it's persuading me. So I'm going to go Ignacio Bahamondes, guys. But Manuel Torres, be careful with that guy, bro. He's probably going to win that fight. That's an amazing, amazing fight to start off the prelims. Edgar Cháirez versus Kevin Borjas. Kevin Borjas, El Gallo Negro versus Pura Chicali. Pura Chicali, 11-5-0. El Gallo Negro is 9-3-0. His last loss to Joshua Van and Alejandro Costa, who's fighting Matt Schnell this weekend. I really like Kevin Borjas, but he's been on a little bit of a skid since Dana White Contender Series. He's lost his UFC debut and then lost the next fight by KO. Edgar Cháirez is a little bit better condition inside the UFC. Beat Daniel Lacerda, submission triangle choke. I really like that win for him. His last loss to Taisu Taira is no shame, bro. And if you're losing to Taisu Taira by decision, bro, that's impressive because we know that Taira is a finisher, bro, and he can finish almost anybody. His no contest against Daniel Lacerda, you go premature, and then they went at it again. So he was able to right his wrongs in that. 28 years old to 26, lightweight, flyweight, 125, but his last weight was 131, so we'll see. I believe he missed weight. I'm not sure. 5'7" to 5'5", 72-inch reach to 68. Peru versus Mexico. Let's get Edgar Cháirez to win this fight, guys. Majority Tapology has Edgar Cháirez to win this fight. Some people have submission over KO. I think submission is more likely than KO. Kevin Borjas, if he loses this fight, guys, he has to be careful because he might get cut from the UFC. So I'm going to go Edgar Cháirez to win by submission inside the third round. I think Kevin Borjas is having a very, very tough time in the beginning of his career in the UFC because they're matchmaking him up against tough guys, bro, like Joshua Van and Alejandro Costa. So maybe he'll do a lot better in this fight. And maybe he loses by decision. But I'm going to go submission, third round. Edgar Cháirez is really, really good, bro. And the gym that he trains at is really good. 72-inch reach, taller fighter, longer, not by much, but he should be able to win this fight by submission, third round. If not submission, let's get decision, 29-28. Yazmin Jauregui versus Ketlen Souza. Ketlen Souza is pretty good. 14-4-0 in the UFC. 11-1-0 for Yazmin. Mexico has a lot of favorable matchups on this card. I want more fights on this card though. I don't want to I don't want to sound like I'm ungrateful, but I want 2 more fights. But I know maybe they could only have 10. 25 years old, 29 years old for Ketlen Souza, 5'3" to 5'3", 64-inch reach to 63. I think Yazmin is a little bit. She's more newer to the UFC. She's younger, fresher, 25 years old. Her last fight in a different organization was 3 years ago. She beat Lasmin Lucendo by decision. Nunes by KO, and then she lost to Denise Gomez by KO. Sam Hughes, she beat by decision. Sam Hughes is really, 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 really good. I was talking a lot of bad stuff about Sam Hughes because I didn't think she was that good, but she proved me wrong, bro. She proved me wrong. Sam Hughes is really good, and I like the way she fights. Karine Silva, though, by submission, we know that Yazmin is a grappler. Nah, bro. Nah, she's not even a grappler, bro. I was about to try to say that she was a grappler. She's not even a grappler, bro. She's a striker. She's gonna try to knock you out. This is gonna be a stand-up war. One strawweight division, 5'3" to 5'3", 5'3", 64 to 63, almost identical. I think this fight goes over 2.5, and I'm gonna go Yazmin Jauregui by unanimous decision, 29-28. I don't want to keep on picking favorites because we already know that all these Mexican fighters are gonna be favorites. But let's see if we can get some dogs on the card. Yazmin for the win, 29-28, unanimous decision. Irene Aldana. Ketlen Souza is pretty good, though. She's always fun to watch. Speaking of fun to watch, Irene Aldana versus Norma Dumont. Irene Aldana is a little bit more fun to watch because of what she does inside the cage, and Norma Dumont is a little bit more fun to watch because of what we see in the cage. So, when we look at Irene Aldana, she last beat Carol Rosa. Very good win. Lost to Amanda Nunes 1 year and 2 months ago. No shame in that. Retired bantamweight champ, one of the greatest bantamweight champs of all time. Macy Chasson KO to the liver. Really good win. Yana Santos, amazing fight. And then Holly Holmes, she lost by decision. No shame in that. Irene Aldana's resume is looking really, really good. 15-7-0. But the names on her resume is what really attracts me. Mexico versus Brazil. 11-2-0 for Norma Dumont. I believe Norma Dumont is like a minus 124. I took her right now. Let me just check it real quick, guys. So Norma Dumont is 33 years old, 36 years old for Irene Aldana, 135. Featherweight division in women's MMA is dead, 5'9" to 5'7", 68-inch reach to 67. Norma Dumont is very good looking, and her grappling is very good. I don't think she's going to finish Irene Aldana. Irene Aldana has some of the best boxing ever in women's MMA. Irene Aldana is a minus 122, and Norma Dumont is a minus 104. So I kind of messed up, but I already hammered Norma Dumont because I thought, for some reason, bro, I thought she was going to be a... I thought she was going to be a favorite. I don't know. I thought she was going to be a favorite, but Irene Aldana is the favorite. Rightfully so, because her boxing is better. She's number 2 in the world against number 12. And that speaks for a lot. She was striking with Amanda Nunes and lost by decision. So that's nothing bad about that. But majority topology has Norma Dumont to win. I think if there's a finish upside, it's Irene Aldana to finish Norma Dumont. But I think Norma Dumont's going to grapple her. I've bet on Norma Dumont. I bet against Norma Dumont way too many times, and I'm not doing that again. I'm going to go Norma Dumont, guys, just to win by decision, just grappling her. Maybe she loses the first round, or maybe the second, but she should be able to win the other two because of her grappling upside. But watch Irene Aldana have some of the best takedown defense I've ever seen, and then just stand and bang with Norma Dumont. Norma Dumont looks really good in her last fights. Her loss was to Macy Chiasson, split decision. You could... Macy Chiasson is really good, bro. She just beat Mayra Bueno Silva. So there's no shame in losing to Macy Chiasson, even though Irene Aldana did beat Macy Chiasson. So if you want to do MMA math, you can. I recommend one you got, like, if you guys are making slips, take one of these girls. Because it's almost even money. And eventually, after the first round, somebody's going to be a big favorite, like always. So I'll take Norma Dumont to win this fight by 29-28, unanimous decision, if not 30-27. But let's get it. Up the card, Daniel Zellhuber versus Esteban Ribovics. Esteban Ribovics knocked out Terrence McKinney clean, bro. Sorry guys if I'm not like getting the information that fast. I'm getting back to getting into this. So I took a long hiatus, and I shouldn't have took a long hiatus, bro, because it gets you rusty. It gets you rusty when you're talking. Daniel Zellhuber, 15-1-0. His loss was to Trey Ogden, decision unanimous. That loss is kind of bad, but who cares? I'd rather Daniel Zellhuber have that O. Like, I want him to be undefeated, but maybe you need that loss in order to get better, because after that, he beat Lando Venata, he beat Cristo Giagos, and Francisco Prado. Francisco Prado was a really good fight. The only thing about Daniel Zellhuber is he's a decision merchant, bro. This guy's going to dance around you for 15 minutes. Esteban Ribovics is a guy who's going to download your data like a Peter Yan and try to go for it and try to knock your head off inside the canvas and leave you stiff and you don't move. I like Esteban Ribovics. His loss to Luke Roziboev was a very good fight, bro. Very good fight, bro. And all of his fights in the UFC have been tough, bro. Since he's got into the UFC, he fought Thomas Paul. You could say that guy's a can, but what I'm saying is he had a rough upbringing inside the UFC. Some people like Daniel Zellhuber get a little bit of easier matchups than a guy like Esteban Ribovics, who gets thrown into the wolves right away. Esteban Ribovics is one of my favorite fighters from Argentina versus Mexico. 25 years old for Daniel Zellhuber, 28 years old for Esteban Ribovics, 155 to 155, 6'1 to 5'10, 77-inch reach to 69. That's a major discrepancy in reach. I don't want to look at Tapology yet because it's going to persuade me, and you shouldn't get persuaded by Tapology. I hope Esteban Ribovics can put on the pressure and land that high kick, but a guy like Daniel Zellhuber is not going to let that happen, and he's going to box you up for 15 minutes, and rightfully so, because he's the longer fighter, has almost 8-inch reach advantage. He's going to look a lot longer. The cage is going to be a lot bigger. It's not like the Apex, but we know Esteban Ribovics is not fighting at the Apex too. He fought Terrence McKinney with a crowd. The whole crowd went crazy when he knocked him out. But Terrence McKinney, who doesn't knock out Terrence McKinney, guys? I'm sorry, but who doesn't knock out Terrence McKinney? But in that fashion, that was pretty impressive. But Terrence McKinney, I don't think he'll ever be the same after his couple of KOs, bro. That guy, Terrence McKinney, I feel bad for him, bro, because that guy's chin is done. Daniel Zellhuber, though, I'm going to go Daniel, the golden boy, to win this fight by decision. I think I might pick flip, though. later on in the week, right before this fight, because I like Esteban Ribovics a lot, bro. And I just need to watch. I need to watch this fight with Lukruzibov one more time, just one more time, bro. Because he got. It was pretty telling to his deficiencies. So give me Daniel Zellhuber to win this fight by unanimous decision, 29-28. If not 30-27, but I think it's going to be 29-28, split decision. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think Daniel Zellhuber's finishing Esteban. And Daniel Zellhuber's just going to be a big favorite, bro. A massive favorite, but he shouldn't be because Esteban is a beast. Main card, that was awesome. That was an awesome start for the main card. Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopes. When I look at this fight, bro, Brian Ortega, I don't know how I should say this, but he pulled out like 30 minutes before the fight. Like, bro, that was the shortest time ever for somebody to pull out of a fight. Then Dan Ige steps in, but we needed that fight. We needed Dan Ige to step in because I feel like Dan Ige was going to put up a better fight than that sick Brian Ortega that didn't want to fight. So, 16-3-0 for Brian Ortega. Diego Lopes, 25-6-0. Diego Lopes is like a minus 170 or something. Minus 180. Take him right now, boys. But, I'm going to tell you guys something. T-City, one of the best submission artists, BJJ grapplers of all time. He's been in the top 5 of the featherweight division for a long, long time. Maybe it's due to his inactivity, or maybe it's due to him. Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with him not fighting a lot. Max Holloway, he lost by KO, doctor stoppage, 5 years and 8 months ago. Honestly, bro, this shouldn't even be here. I shouldn't even be looking at this, bro. You should have already fought more times than this. But I'm not going to cut some slack because he had a lot of injuries and he took a little bit of time off, a hiatus. Chan Sung Jung he beat 3 years and 10 months ago. No longer in the UFC. Alexander Volkanovski lost by decision, fine. Yair Rodríguez, shoulder injury. And then he beat Yair Rodríguez. That was cool. That was actually really cool, the way he got him with an arm triangle choke. I want to sneeze. That was so cool, bro. I like Brian Ortega a lot. And I know he's had a very, 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 very tough UFC career. He's fought the best of the best in the UFC career. But Diego Lopes has had a better run inside the UFC. 25-6-0. A lot more fights than Brian Ortega has had. Gavin Tucker submission. He lost. I believe this was his debut against Movsar Evloev. He took it on short notice. And when he took this fight on short notice, he arguably won one round. I don't know. You could maybe say it was 30-27 for Movsar. But what I'm going to say was it's 29-28. My bad. I'm going to say it was 29-28. So, my bad, guys. I got a little sick. So, when we look at this fight, bro, he's undefeated in the UFC other than his loss to Movsar Evloev. No shame in that. Movsar is going to fight Aljamain Sterling for probably number 1 contender or number 2 contender. 5'8", 5'11", 69 inch reach to 72. Diego Lopes has weighed in as much as 161, bro, because he had to weigh in at like 165 against Dan Ige, and he looked really bad in the third round. This guy's a minus 3 something or a minus 2 something, 245, and he's fighting a guy who literally just came off of the couch to step in and fight him on literally an hour notice. And he loses the third round against Dan Ige, but Dan Ige is really good. So I don't know if I should take that much slack or consideration into that. He looked terrible in the third round. He was gassed holding Dan Ige like this, and then he said, "Oh, Dan Ige, thank you for the war, brother." Yo, 2 more rounds of that. How does that look? 2 more rounds of that. Maybe Diego Lopes still wins that fight. I would like to see some submission attempts from Brian Ortega, but we know that if he's not in his element, if he doesn't have the right headspace, he just quits, or he just loses the fight by losing every single round. So, Brian Ortega, you never know what you're going to get. I will take the minus 180 Diego Lopes because I know what I'm going to get every single time he fights. I know he's going to show up to fight. And with Brian Ortega, you never even know if he's going to even show up to the fight, bro. Like, Brian Ortega, where are you at? Where's your headspace? Let's hope you can win. I had more faith in Brian Ortega before he pulled out than now. The odds are wider. So, give me Diego Lopes to win this fight by unanimous decision. I don't think he's going to be able to finish Brian Ortega. Brian Ortega has very slick uppercuts, Now, I'm going to do a little bit more tape study on this. But how much tape study can I do, bro? Because this guy fights, what, once every 2 years. So, let me go Diego Lopes because of the activity, because of how much recent he fought 1 month ago, and he's still stepping up. We have to wonder, though, because if you keep on taking a lot of fights, sometimes your body doesn't want to take it no more. And the day on fight day, you look different or you feel different. So I'm going to go Diego Lopes. Medium confidence. I was going to say low confidence. Medium confidence to beat Brian Ortega by 29-28 unanimous decision. I want a submission. I want a submission from Diego Lopes. He needs to finish a guy like Brian Ortega. He needs to, bro. Because if you don't finish a guy like Brian Ortega has probably never been finished in the UFC. So I don't think he's going to finish Brian Ortega. But if he does, he can make a statement and he could argue for a title shot or argue for a number 1 contender fight. So give me Diego Lopes to win this fight by decision. Ronaldo Rodríguez versus Ode Osbourne. When I look at this fight, Ronaldo Rodríguez, lazy boy, is not a lazy boy. The Jamaican sensation, Ode Osbourne, very, very tough career. I know I've been saying this over and over again, but a lot of these guys that are fighting the favorites have like 3 losses in the last 5. This is the 3rd guy that I've seen that has 3 losses in the last 5. Ode Osbourne lost to Tyson Nam by KO. I don't even know who that is. No, I'm just kidding. He lost to Isuel Mabayev. Submission rear naked choke. That guy's really good. Really good. Isuel Mabayev. No shame in that. And then 5 months ago, he lost to Jafil by submission rear naked choke. When I used to work at Target. So when I was on break, I used to go like this and I used to watch the fights. So on Saturday, I saw Ode Osbourne versus Manuel Cap like 3 years ago. And when I saw it 3 years ago, I was like, yo, this is a good fight. Ode Osbourne looks really good. Oh! And then he got knocked out by a knee. I just want to make sure that he got knocked out by a flying knee, because I remember that fight like if it was yesterday. Lost the flying knee round 1. 4 minutes and 44 seconds into the round. Bro, that was like crazy. I was like, after you see a KO like that, you're like, this guy's done. This guy just got dusted. This guy's going to have a tough upbringing in the UFC. A tough start to the UFC. Ronaldo Rodríguez is already Mexican. You already know he's the favorite flyweight. He fights a guy who's on a 2-loss skid. He's very new to the UFC, guys. God damn, bro. He's only fought 1 time in the UFC. Dennis Bondar. Submission rear naked choke. 100% finish rate inside the UFC. Prior to that, though, he's 1 decision, split decision, submission, KO, and then submission. Submissions is more likely thing. And Ode Osbourne loves to get submitted. Give me a second round. No. This could actually be ground and pound. I was watching Pick'em, bro. And Pick'em said that Ronaldo Rodríguez could ground and pound Ode Osbourne. Pa, and finish him. I think he's going to finish him, bro. I think he's going to finish him bad. But I'm going to go submission. I like the ground and pound option, though. It's really cool. It's really cool when I watch everybody's breakdowns, bro, and I watch them talk, and you get to see what they're thinking. It's like, I like that, bro. I like that. So give me Ronaldo Rodríguez by submission, 2nd or 3rd round over Ode Osbourne. Ode Osbourne, he's one of my favorite fighters. That's why I was very upset when he got KO'd by a flying knee against Manuel Cap, even though I didn't really know who they were at the time. So let's go up the card. Alexa Grasso versus Valentina Shevchenko. Alexa Grasso, Valentina Shevchenko 3. Dude. How many times am I going to have to watch this fight? No, I'm just kidding. It's good. It's a good fight. 16-3-1. 23-4-1 for the bullet. It was a draw the last fight. I saw they were arguing, or they were like making good points in Pick'em's chat where they were like, if Mike Bell scored it 10-9 to Grasso and not 10-8, if Mike Bell scored it a 10-9 to Grasso and not a 10-8, Valentina Shevchenko would be a 2-time champion. So the 5th round was scored a 10-8. And then he said, that was a very close fight. It was 2-2 heading into round 5 for sure. If you go back and watch that fight, I give Grasso round 2 and 4, Valentina round 1 and 3. Valentina was controlling the distance with her jabs, kicks in round 5 before she made a mistake, gave up dominating position to Grasso with less than 2 minutes to go. In my opinion, though, I don't think there was no need for a 10-8 round in that entire fight. But I don't think the 5th round was labeled a 10-8 round. I think it was the one where she got dropped. Or I'm not sure which one was labeled a 10-8 round. Bro, that fight was crazy, bro. Bro, I hammered Alexa. And then when I saw it again, I was like, oh my God, is she going to lose? Because her takedown defense was ass. Like, get up. Get up. How do you win the first fight by submission and you're getting controlled on the floor? What? Like, and then 23-4-1, 36 years old for Valentina Shevchenko. Bro, what? Flyweight division, 5'5" to 5'5", 66 inches to 65. Dude. Mexico versus Kyrgyzstan. Valentina Shevchenko is a beast, bro. But 36 years old, bro. Can you really be champion, strawweight division champion at 36 years old? Yes, you can, because your name is Valentina Shevchenko and you're fighting in one of the most competitive flyweight divisions in the world. I like Alexa Grasso to win this fight, though. She's the younger fighter. She's 5'5", 66 inches to 65. I like the way she handles adversity. And if we push both of them, I don't know if this is going to be true, but let's say we push both of them. We have both of them in a room. And we push both of them to go really hard fighting somebody else. Exercising, going through all that. If we push them hard enough, who's going to quit first? Who's going to quit first, bro? In my opinion, I think it will be Valentina Shevchenko. But we cannot call nobody taking the easy way out. We can't call nobody a quitter. But when it comes to facing adversity and dealing with like a cut on your face, or dealing with like getting back up and then being down in rounds and then coming back, I think Alexa Grasso is a little bit better at dealing with adversity and a little bit better at getting hurt and still being in the fight. Valentina Shevchenko, she tried to go for a head and arm throw, lazy head and arm throw, and Alexa Grasso took her back and submitted her. That was one of the best submissions I've ever seen over Valentina Shevchenko. I know she doesn't really lose, but when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, this girl's a problem, bro. Alexa Grasso trains with Diego Lopes. Very good gym, Lobo Gym MMA. I'm gonna go Alexa Grasso to win this fight. I like her. I like how she goes like this, and she goes 1-2, 1-2, and then she goes in for a takedown. Her takedown defense is very bad, though. Very, very bad. So Shevchenko could definitely control her and definitely win probably 2-2, and then we're in the 5th round, and then we get another split decision. I'm going to go Alexa Grasso to win this fight by 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47. Over 3.5 is good. But I think somebody might get finished, so I might go over 2.5. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, bro. I just ate a bacon, egg, and cheese. Main event time. Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvili, the Machine. Merab Dvalishvili 17-4-0 versus 18-1-0. My friend said that Merab was gatekeeping. Because, bro, when Aljo was champ, Merab had so much time to fight him. But he didn't want to fight him because they're friends. And he trains in New York. They both train in the same gym. Sarah Jiu-Jitsu. These guys come from a very good gym. Very good proximity of each other. Very good team. And a lot of very good people that train there. Other than Dennis Bazooka. Sean O'Malley, champion, 29 years old. 29 years old, 135, 5'11". Is he really 5'11", though? Because we saw him next to a football player who was 5'10", and he was shorter than him. But maybe they upped the stats just to make it look better. 72 inches to 68. Oh, my God. Merab is going to fucking... Bro, sorry for cursing, bro, but Merab is going to shoot. Bro, this better not look like the Peter Yan fight. I hate Merab. Bro, Merab is from New York, so I shouldn't be saying this. But, bro, I hate Merab. I hate Merab so much, bro. I already got my Sean O'Malley shirt, bro. I'm going to go get my Sean. Give me 1 second. Bro, give me 1 second, bro. I got my Sean O'Malley shirt. Bro, I got this shirt for the day of the fight. So I got this shirt. And then... on the back, it says Sugar. So I didn't even give a breakdown. But you guys already know. I'm going for Sean O'Malley, bro. By KO. Motherfucker, KO this motherfucker. I hate this motherfucker, Merab. He just keeps on hugging your nuts, bro. Bro, if Merab and Bilal are champion, bro, I'm quitting. And I'm leaving the fucking UFC, bro. And I'm never fucking uploading again, bro. Bro. Bro, Merab gets... Let's give a real breakdown, though. Merab gets caught. He is really, really, really good. He's not undefeated in the UFC because he lost to Ricky Simón. Because he got submitted, but then he was fighting the choke, but then he was out. So you could say he's undefeated in the UFC, other than his loss to Ricky Simón, and you could say Sean O'Malley's undefeated in the UFC, other than his loss to Marlon Chito Vera. Dude, when I look at this fight, bro, striker versus grappler, he's gonna get taken down. No ifs and buts about it. In the first fight against Aljo was able to hold him against the cage. You know Merab and Aljo have been training hard for this fight, and you know Aljo wants Merab to beat Sugar's ass bad. So when I look at this fight, I look at what ties into this fight and what these people really want. Merab just got a cut, shows that he's not scared, cuts open the stitches, goes right back to training. Merab has been training a lot, if not more, than Sugar Sean O'Malley. And I can't say that because I have no proof of that. But O'Malley's best win on his resume is Aljamain Sterling, other than Peter Yan. Nah, his best win is Aljamain. His best win is Aljamain Sterling. I was going to say his best win was Peter Yan. Yeah, bro. I don't know. I think his best win is actually Aljamain Sterling. But he had a very close fight with Peter Yan. I thought he won round 1 and 3. A lot of people give that fight to Peter Yan, but Peter Yan wasn't able to... He was able to take him down, but he wasn't able to control him. Majority Tapology has Sugar Sean to win by KO. And if you have Merab, you have him to win by decision. Because I don't think this Merab can finish... I don't even think he could finish like a... I don't know. He likes to win by decision a lot. I mean, he KO'd Marlon Moraes, but Marlon Moraes was already done. His chin was done. Marlon Moraes caught him with that left hook exchange. Left hook. Jose Aldo was a very good fight. He wasn't able to take down Jose Aldo once. So we can definitely see, like, maybe he's holding Sean O'Malley against the fence over and over again. Like 3 rounds, 4 rounds, 5 rounds, and he wins a decision. But I don't think so. Peter Yan, he did that same exact thing, and then Henry Cejudo caught him. And Henry Cejudo is not known for his power, but Sean O'Malley is not known for his left hook either. He's known for his 1-2, you know, his over-the-top right, and his uppercuts, and his combinations when he goes over the top like a basketball, and then he dribbles, and then he goes, yeah, and he shoots. So give me Sean O'Malley to win this fight by KO, guys. I'm taking a bit of a risk, guys. I know a lot of people are saying Sean O'Malley can win this fight by decision, but I want to see this motherfucker Merab get knocked the fuck out. I don't want to be biased. I don't want to go with anything. I don't want to go against New York because New York's strong, but there's going to be a big discrepancy in reach and a big discrepancy in length, and Sean O'Malley has really good jiu-jitsu, so I can definitely see Sean O'Malley getting taken down. I know he's going to get taken down. There's no question whether he's going to get taken down. It's about whether he's going to get back up, and that's what I believe in. I like his Grammy rolls against Peter Yan. Peter Yan had him like this, and he did a Grammy roll where he rolled out of the position, and he does these things that, oh, let me roll out of this, and he just like slowly flows, and then he gets into his flow state, and then he forces you to strike with him, and then as the rhythm and the pace, you know, amplifies, then it goes, and then it goes, and it's like, it's better. He has better rhythm than Merab. He's better than Merab, better striker than Merab, and Merab's just gonna hug nuts for days. So I don't see Merab being able to finish a guy like Sean O'Malley unless big ground and pound from the top. I'm biased. So guys, let me know what you guys think, guys. I'm going to go Sugar Sean O'Malley by 3rd round KO. I think Sean O'Malley is one of the best bantamweight fighters we ever seen. And Aljamain fucked up. He messed up really bad losing to Sean O'Malley, bro. But now Aljo's in featherweight. But I don't think Aljo should have took that fight that recent. Because maybe it would have been a better fight. Because he took it right after the Henry Cejudo fight. But maybe that's Aljo just complaining. So let me get Sean O'Malley by KO. Give me Sean O'Malley by KO. Majority Tapology has it. I'm not going with Majority Tapology, though. Even though I kind of am. Some people have a decision. If you have decision, I'm going to go 48-47, 49-46, 48-47 split. But I'm going to go Sugar Sean O'Malley by 3rd round KO, guys. Let me know what you guys think. And I'm going to drop a Gilbert Burns versus Sheen Brady predictions on Sunday. And then I'll drop my lock of the week. You guys already know. You guys, if you got... Okay, lock of the week has been fucking bad. So, I've lost 3, 4 lock of the weeks in a row. But I've hit all the other picks. All the best bets, the 6 bets, all that. But my lock of the week is not hitting. So, we got to find a good lock of the week. And I think I got it. And I think you guys are going to like it. So, tune in for Sunday. Because I'm going to hint at it. And then Wednesday, I'll drop it. If not Tuesday. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's fucking get it. Let's 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 get it. Yeah!